Okay, it's for Eli. I think I counted this up right on the media guide. 234 snaps. You haven't had a bad one, have you?
Um, I'm not gonna admit any of that, but yeah, I mean, good enough to get the ball through the uprights for sure.
Well, I guess what's the key to that kind of consistency? And
I mean, it's gonna sound pretty cliche, but it's just reps over and over and over again. When things aren't working, in the games, I like to get back to the basics. So if I'm not having snaps that I want, um, I just like to think about what's working and just get it done.
maybe for both you guys, I know, Devin, you hold, right? So you guys work with the kickers. I don't expect y'all to say who you think's going to start, but just if you want to, that'd be great. But what's your take on the competition? How those guys are doing? Maybe you could both hit on that.
Well, they're both great kickers. With three great kickers, everyone's competing really well, and it's really hard to tell who's going to win the job. Anyone could. They all have great mindsets. They all got really strong legs, and they're charting pretty similarly. So it's really hard to tell, but it's really good, healthy competition. They're all friends too, so that's good. All get along, so just competing really hard, and they're all kicking well. So.
Yeah, they're both great kickers. They've been making a lot of kicks recently, and I mean, all of us have to earn our jobs every year, so they're just competing and looking pretty good so far.
Uh, Devin, you kicked off at Northern Colorado too, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to do that at all here, or just focus on punting?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I'm trying to help wherever I can. I still got to win that job. Did well in spring ball, kicking off. So if I can do it here and there's an opportunity, I'd love to. So
Was that difficult after, playing and, obviously being a contributor at Northern Colorado and then just kind of sitting last year?
yeah, it was hard. It was also a really good learning experience. I got to compete with Max, who was a great punter and one of my really good friends, and we competed hard and we learned from each other, and I learned a lot from him, and it was really awesome to sit back and take in the whole environment and learn from it. And it's very different going from Northern Colorado to here, so I think there's positives to both. But I redshirted last year, so I think it's all working out. So I mean, I took a lot from it and very happy with it. So
Seemed like a very neck and neck battle in the spring between you two guys, and now it's just you. Is it
Yeah.
weird not having that guy push you? And I know you got Sam and stuff, but like, is it weird not having Max, who was a starter ahead of you? Kind of a guy that maybe your friend, but maybe also a guy you put a target on.
for sure, it was it was a little surprise and um, definitely a little different, but I learned a lot from him, and I've taken that, and I've just been waiting for my chance. So I'm really excited to get it rolling, and I still got to earn that job and beat Sam. And it's there's a lot of good things from Max leaving, and I miss him, and I hope he's doing well and all that. But it gives me an opportunity, so I'm very blessed, and a lot of good things come from it for me as well. So.
What are some of those, maybe the specifics that, you learned, or how did you improve the most during your redshirt season?
Repping, it's a different style of punting. We do offset. So I didn't ever offset punt when I was at Northern Colorado, and it's definitely different. And just taking in the environment, feeling the crowd, feeling the noise, and it's just different level of ball. So really just taking in like the noise and the fans and all that, and just getting to see it live. Um, just mentally prepare as well. So kind of that stuff.
And Eli, you go from, having Cam and Max kind of in the special teams unit to now you're kind of the older, the guy that's been in the program the most, the longest. Just what's that like? Have you tried to take on a leadership role maybe with the rest of the special teams guys?
Yeah, it definitely was weird. When Max left, it was a strange realization that I was the last person left from the room I came into as a freshman. But yeah, I mean that was kind of a thing. A lot of younger guys, kind of leading them through the process and helping them out. So I'd love to do that as much as I can.
Yeah, Devin, I guess Sam Pim was in here the other day talking about you going on scholarship. How big a deal was that? What was your thoughts on that?
It's just a blessing. I've been working for 3 years since freshman year, and just time's paying off, and just very, very happy and very blessed, and couldn't be more thankful for Coach Fountain and Coach Pitt for them to give me the opportunity. And it's unbelievable. It's a great feeling. Great feeling.
Are you on scholarship at Northern Colorado?
It's true walk on, or no, preferred walk on. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it looks like they should have had you on scholarship.
Yeah.
And then what led to you deciding to transfer? I know Arkansas obviously got more going on than Northern Colorado does, but what led to that decision? Were there some other places, bigger schools you looked at?
Well, our head coach got fired after my sophomore year, and I always had dreams to play in the SEC, and didn't know if I was going to make it there or whatnot. And I just kind of just had dreams and aspirations to go to a bigger school. And then after my head coach got fired, I just knew it was time, and I took my chances. And then I was talking to San Diego State, I was talking to Arkansas, a few other schools, and then Coach Fountain, he wanted me to come out and visit, and I came out and visited, and I just fell in love with it here, and I love it. So.
Devin, I know when we find out about guys that enter the transfer portal, it's like through social media and stuff. I'm curious, how did you find out that Max was leaving? Did he let you know? And what was your reaction to it? Like, was it, sad to see him go, and then, but also thinking about, hey, this could be a good thing for me?
Yeah, well, we all kind of found out the day of. He was just kind of quiet about it, and he had his own thing going on, and I don't blame him. It's a hard decision, so I don't know. It was during the school year when it happened, and then it was just I can't really it's hard to remember kind of now thinking about it, but I mean, yeah, I'm happy for him, and of course I'm sad to see him go, and he's a really good friend of mine and really good competition. And yeah, so I mean, I'm hoping the best for him, and I'm excited for him at Cincinnati with his brother. So yeah.
How soon after did that happen did Coach Pittman call you into his office to give you the scholarship? And when he did you know that was what he was wanting to talk to you about?
I was in class actually when they called me, and then I came in right after class about an hour after, and then coach just sat me down and just broke me the news and called my parents and let me know, and it was a great feeling.
Eli, I'm curious, maybe it's weird when you're sitting next to each other. What's your take on Devin as a punter?
Oh, I mean, he's a great punter. I always knew, I mean, in the spring and last year, it was just knowing that we had plenty of guys that could go out there and play, like Devin, luckily he stuck around, I mean, got his opportunity. But yeah, I mean, great competitors, both of them. We've always had a great specialist room.
So just want to make sure I got this right. So it was last spring, and Sam told you you'd be going on the scholarship when this school year came around.
Yeah, it was last spring, end of school year, and then right, yeah, it was right after. Right, it was like day when Max left, and then he brought me in and let me know.
And then so I guess you go on starting the summer. How does that work? I don't even know.
Yeah, and then just start over summer and then go from there pretty much.
That was a great job.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect.